Hello, hello, and happy Transfer Tuesday. Transfer Tuesday is the day of the week where we move our money in the right direction. If you are completely new to my channel or you've never heard of Transfer Tuesday and you want to know more about it, definitely check out my description box. I go into a little bit more detail there. Unlike the last couple of weeks' Transfer Tuesday videos, this one I do have a bit more to go over, exciting things, new milestones. So let's start with my Roth IRA. As of last Transfer Tuesday, I had contributed 78% of the max for my 2023 Roth IRA, or $5,125. And I have made quite a bit of progress since then. So the day after last week's Transfer Tuesday was the final day of the month, aka payday. So because of that, I was able to make a pretty decent contribution. Now you're gonna see this as 3 separate contributions, 3 different transactions because y'all know I have multiple checking accounts, but altogether I was able to contribute $625 on the final day of the month. And as I've been talking about quite frequently, my goal is to completely max out my 2023 Roth IRA, and I wanted to do that by June, and I said that I would be able to do that, so I have done that. Early on in the month, so the first or the second of the month, I typically get payouts from sponsorships as well as affiliate sales. I did get a large payout there, so I was able to use about half of that to completely max out my Roth IRA. So you will see a $750 contribution, and that was 100% of my 2023 Roth IRA. I do invest everything into VTSAX. That is no different for the $625 that I did on the final day of May, as well as the final $750. So yeah, that one is done and over with. I cannot believe it. This is only the second time in my life that I've ever maxed out my Roth IRA, and the first time was 2022, which I did in January of 2023. It is pretty insane to see and to experience this because everything is kind of happening quicker now, which is amazing. Like, finances just have gotten so much easier for me for a number of reasons. But I would say the biggest thing is no longer having to focus on my debt, of course, that's done with. And then of course, focusing on increasing my income. So this has taken years and years of my work, not only by paying off my debt, because that took me about 5 years. I will be giving an update on that, but also from years and years of putting effort into my side hustles. But overall, just thank you so much for y'all being here. A lot of this would not be possible without this. So thank you so much. But that's not it for Transfer Tuesday. I do have a couple more things to share. On Friday, June 2nd, I received a Venmo notification that Sina sent me $100. Sina said, "Happy June, Layla. Early congrats on maxing out your Roth IRA." And he actually sent this, he sent it in the afternoon, and earlier on that day, I had already maxed out my Roth IRA, so it was like perfect timing. And I told him, I responded back that I did complete that. And so this $100 that he sent me is going to my brokerage account, which is so exciting. Thank you so much, Sina. Y'all know who he is at this point. Incredible, and I am so very grateful to him and his support. I have decided that going forward, any direct support that I receive is going to be invested into my brokerage account. The next goal that I'm prioritizing in my financial journey is my emergency fund. So y'all know that I want to get my emergency fund to over $12,000 this year. And then after that, I would like to build up about $6,000 in a furniture fund so that I can buy new furniture for our home. And that's quite a bit. Like, I don't know that I'll actually use $6,000 for furniture. That's just, I didn't want to limit myself, and plus I wanted to save more in that fund so that I would probably have money left over so I can put it elsewhere. It's just kind of like a mental game that I do. However, for me, it's still really important to make sure that I am continuing to invest every single month, and I am still contributing to my 401k, and I've actually increased my contribution. I'll probably talk about that in a different video, not this one, but I have gone and increased that, so that will take effect my June 15th paycheck and forward. So that's really exciting. And then any direct support is gonna go to my brokerage account. Obviously, there may be some months where I don't receive any direct support. That's completely fine. I don't rely on that income whatsoever. So I'm not really sure if I may do like $100 per month minimum to my brokerage account, but I'm just gonna kind of feel things out. I do have a brokerage account with M1 Finance. I do really, really like M1 Finance, but I also have a brokerage account with Vanguard. I actually opened this account years ago and just never put any money in. I honestly just wanted to see what the process looked like and how I go about opening one. So I opened that. It's just been chilling there, but I have now funded that, and it started with the $100 from Cena. And as of right now, I have decided to do 100% of my brokerage investments in the ETF VGT. This is Vanguard's Information Technology Index Fund, but the ETF version of it. I did quite a bit of research on this, and honestly, the growth in this ETF is insane. Obviously, do your own research. This is not investing advice. This is just what I am choosing to do with my brokerage account. But the 200 companies or so that are in this ETF are really getting into AI. So one of the top ones is like Apple and Microsoft, Salesforce, even all of those big companies, of course, but also the companies that are going into AI. And I truly believe that AI is going to be much, much bigger over the next, we're just at the beginning. So we're just scraping the surface of AI. I haven't really used AI to its full potential. I don't know that I would really plan on doing that, but because these companies are focusing on that, you will probably see growths in their stocks, and I don't like to purchase individual stocks. I prefer index funds or ETFs, so that's exactly what I'm doing. The cool thing is that you can move your money around if you really, really want to. So far, I am happy to be investing in this, but in the future, I may start putting money toward VOO in my brokerage account. I'm not really sure. I will just, again, feel things out. Okay, and then final thing with investing, I did receive more direct support. This came from Olga. Olga said, "Layla, thank you for an insightful conversation. Your enthusiasm is contagious." And she bought me 10 coffees. And this is through the platform Buy Me a Coffee. It's just a support platform. Each coffee equals $5. So this is equivalent to about $50. I actually haven't received this money yet. It takes them quite a few days to get this over to me, but I know that it's coming. So I did just go ahead and contribute another $50 to my brokerage account, again, invested in VGTs. So thank you so much, Olga. You have also helped me build my future, and it's very exciting to begin this brokerage investing journey. Olga had actually reached out to me a couple of weeks ago to have a chat about her situation. I'm not going to go into the details of it, but her journey is also very exciting, and it was motivating to talk to her and hear her plans for the future. So best of luck to you, Olga, and thank you so much. Okay, so now let's move on to my emergency fund. I know I don't typically share any sort of savings, like my sinking fund savings, but since this is my next goal, then that's what we're going to talk about. If you watch my May finance update video, you would have seen that my student loan debt savings reached over $36,000, and all I need is $36,000 in that account. So I decided that any amount over $36K is going to go to one of my other financial goals, and that would be my emergency fund. Now, my student loan debt savings is in Marcus by Goldman Sachs. That's my high yield savings account. I have my referral down below. You can get an extra 1% for 3 months if you're interested. Favorite account I have. I also have my emergency fund in Marcus by Goldman Sachs, so I just went ahead and transferred. I had a little bit over $45 in my student loan debt savings account, so I did transfer $45 to my emergency fund. Somebody did ask a good question last week, so they said, why not wait until you actually have to pay back your student loans, and then whatever is over 36K, move it then, so I don't lose any interest gain while in a transition period. But that's not the case if I'm moving from one Marcus account to another Marcus account. It actually transfers immediately. So there's no delay in that transfer, and both of those accounts are earning the same interest rate. So it's going to be the same thing either way. I guess I should probably share the interest that I earn in this account as well. So this is a little bit out of order because this was on the final day of May. I received $23.22 in interest. And for the purpose of this video, I will go ahead and make another transfer to this account. This is just going to come from my main checking account. I have a decent amount of cash still in my checking account. I do have stuff to pay off, like some of my recent charges, business expenses, but I should have enough to spare about $250. I probably could do more, but I'm going to do $250. And I will pop that confirm page up on the screen as I confirm this $250 transfer. My goal for June is to put at least $1,000 to my emergency fund, but I think I'll be able to do more. My expenses are going to be pretty high for June as well as July. I think August, September, things should slow down a little bit, but the more that I can front load, obviously, like the faster I can build up my emergency fund, the faster I can move on to my next goal. I'm trying not to think like that though, as I talked about in a recent video, I think maybe last week's Transfer Tuesday or the week before that, because I have noticed myself really just feeling eager to achieve that next goal, like mark off that next thing. And I think it's kind of an age/time thing, like because I'm about to turn 30 and I feel like I'm behind. I know I'm not, but it feels like I should be further along, or I set these big goals and I haven't quite achieved them yet. But overall, I'm just trying to take it day by day, week by week, month by month, because that's all I can do. And overall, I'm just super happy with where I am financially. Okay, so let me give you the total now in my emergency fund. I have $6,403.42, which means that I have $5,596.58 to go until I reach my $12,000 goal. All right, that is it for my Transfer Tuesday. Please comment down below what you did to move your money in the right direction. Thank you so much for watching. Another shout out to Sina and Olga for your direct support. I really appreciate it. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.